All right, traders, hello, good evening. Firstly, I want to say, hope everyone's having a great night, and apologies for the lack of updates. I think the last update was, it might have been Tuesday, which was like a start of the week Forex update. And you're probably watching it going, it's technically not the start of the week. I agree, but for me, it really is. Now, look, I'm short the Aussie dollar again. I got out, and then I'm back in, and it sort of has had a bounce. So, was it an aggressive entry? Sort of was. I got in after all this, so I got in after the bounce. It was like that, and I was like thinking to myself, "There's no real significant support, but looking like it's going to be approaching the stop loss." So, not the end of the world, but took a little less risk as well. So that's looking like I'm sort of thinking to myself that trade's sort of over. And you're probably asking, how would you know, Scott? It's more just from my back testing. So I'm risking an amount of money related to the account size, relative to the account size, that it doesn't really bother me if it's a losing trade. I had a thesis and I took the trade. So if you get a little emotional, it probably means that you're risking too much relative to the account size. Now, the pound, I was going to have a sip of water, got a little bit of a croaky throat. All right, the pound. No entry here yet. Interesting on the daily, but something to take in consideration, and something that a member of the chat in Perth Traders spoke about, Sunny. It's the time of year in Europe and New York, well, in the States. So you got to really take that into consideration in regards to big moves. And the Aussie did move big, and I was chasing it. Low 67s was really what I was targeting. So, unfortunate. There's nothing really else to. It does look like the Aussie has found a little bit of strength. I'm not going to sit here and talk fundamentals. I know iron ore is still holding strength, and that obviously helps the Aussie dollar, and gold is moving as well a little bit. So it is. I would say this trade is going to end. So what else is the New Zealand dollar? That's sort of, yeah, okay. So we're seeing some bounces, and the USD CAD, bit of a mixed bag. Bit of a mixed bag there indeed. USD Swiss. I'm sort of doing a bit of chart scanning. I haven't done any of that really today. I just checked in on the Aussie dollar position really. And look, on the daily, the pound is, it's interesting. I know Brexit's looking really bad. The problem would be where the stop would go. It'd probably be up here. And there's a lot of negative stuff out for Brexit right now, so it's overwhelming actually. But I'm not going to take that trade. I'm just going to let it go. And this is the update, guys. So it's been a positive week. It's just, this is going to probably take it to still positive, just not as positive though. So this is the last 30 day. What is this for? The last month. So it hasn't been too bad. I can't complain. This is a small account for a trial with a prop firm as well. So did I need to take the trade? I didn't, but it was not a great trade in regards to probabilities, but it's just been really strange with the Aussie dollar, how it just collapsed. So, and there's a lot of negative data out, and I just felt there was more catalyst fueling it than technicals. So it was a little reckless on my behalf to take the trade. But we'll see what happens. Let me bring the chart back up here. We will see. We'll see what happens. But on the daily, it's looking like there's a bounce. Like there is a bounce. All right. Anyway, trades, I hope everyone has a terrific night or morning or afternoon for Friday, and a great weekend as well. I'll be checking in for a watch list video on Sunday morning, Perth time at around 10ish. All right. Bye, guys, and have a great night.